The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is Iracing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is Iracing.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Welcome here to South Boston. I know this is your producer behind the scenes you're hearing. We're still waiting on Wesley Outland. You know how he is. He likes to straggle in. It's race day here on Elevated Television at FWM Wheel Modified Tour, which is not the case here today.
I was gonna
Um,
say.
it is the late model stocks. You're usually seeing the modifieds on Mondays. Well, they just wrapped up theirs on Monday, this past Monday, and it was a great race. And I'm alongside Emmett. Again, I am the producer. I will be producing whenever Wesley gets here, but for now, we're going to be taking over as lead commentator. Emmett, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing just great, Cody. Just great. And I'll tell you what a moment. We go from the open wheel action with the modifieds on Monday nights to moving to the late model stock cars. In a couple of weeks, we'll be moving to the mini stocks on Monday nights. So, yeah, what a big moment for FWM for sure.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's the mini stocks, man, is going to be really good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, and it's always a good time when you see mini stocks racing. And I'm glad iRacing added them to the sim. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow. And it's always a good time with the mini stocks, and I'm glad iRacing added them to the sim. The mini stocks, man, you can bump, you can run, you can move, you can do whatever you want to do with them, and it's always fun doing any of that. So cars are on track now for qualifying, and Emmett, man, 125 laps, and we're going from modifieds to SK. What's your take here?
Yeah, so this is my take. So we go from the open wheel action, how we saw those cars drive on those tracks. So now we switch to a car with fenders. And I tell you, talking to Mr. Daniel Jones and Yogi Schleer earlier today, we were discussing it, and they told me, they said, this is going to be the best series right here. He said, it's going to be action-packed, a lot of clean racing. And, yeah, so I'm hoping for a clean race.
Yeah, me as well. And, again, the late models, and these cars can be touchy, Emmett.
Yeah, they definitely can be touchy, Cody. If you get through the gas, like we go here to Sobo, Sobo's it's kind of flat, kind of banked, but it's fast. And I like to think of this as running maybe a small Bristol kind of, because the way the cars act coming through the corners, and then you're hard on that gas, and you're just trying to keep it, inches away from the apron, which if you do get on that apron, you will go around.
Oh yeah, for sure. I learned firsthand about that. It's not something you want to do, and definitely not something you want to do as far as getting on the apron. And it's always a good time. So well, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and try to get Wesley in here, and when we come back here, hopefully we'll have cars gritting on the track. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here on Elevated.
the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Four Wide Motorsports welcomes you to coverage of iRacing and on Elevated TV. We're set for a new era with late model stock cars. Normally modifieds are on Monday night. Tonight is late models, and we are ready to roll here on Sobo, the America's Short Track, the hometown track in the Commonwealth of Virginia. It is the 86 Studios starting lineup here in South Boston. 125 laps. I'm at Wesley Outlet, Emmett Crow alongside Cody Deemers on production, and Emmett, we're ready to see what these virtual late model guys will do here at Sobo this evening. Glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, thanks, Wesley. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad I'm feeling better too. But yeah, I'm excited. I was speaking with Daniel Jones and Yogi Schlier earlier today. We were talking about it, and Yogi told me, said, hey, this is going to be the premier series. This is the one you're going to want to tune in and not skip that channel. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Well, let's take a look real quickly at that starting lineup as the drivers are getting ready to be given a couple of preliminary laps. Austin Pack, David Brill on the front row. Austin Cansdale and Robert Eversole on row 2. Jason Woodham, Xander Camper, row 3. Nicholas Mole, followed by Yogi Tisner, or I hope I'm saying this name right, Tischler, I think, Tischler. And then it's Gerald Berlin, Wayne Cannon in the back. We're coming to green. Adrian Featherston and others on the green flag will fly. This is 125 laps at Sobo, and we are underway here, Emmett.
Yeah, we're definitely underway. We see Pat get a great launch off that start, but I tell you, David Brill is right there as we see some great action further back in the pack.
This is normally a league that like I said, races on Monday night. We've seen them on Elevated TV with the modifieds. And they're excited about this new late model program. I know we only got 13 cars tonight, but I think that program and the car count will build. It's right now Pack in the lead. We're looking at this racing going on in the back of the top 10, and we've already got a caution flag as we got trouble on the track. The 19 going around. That's Adrian Featherston, and quick caution in the start of this thing here, Emmett.
Yeah, and new announcement, saw it today. Adrian Featherston and him and his wife are expecting, so congratulations to those two.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, tough break for Adrian Featherston right there, though.
Congratulations for those that excited about that announcement.
Yeah, but it just looked like Wesley, he just got a little loose in the contact from, I believe, I couldn't see what car that was that hit him, but just went around. The 11 car of
Let's say it was the 11 of Milton. Yeah.
Yeah, Nicholas Mole got into him, turned him around, and that's what brought out the caution.
Time that scored is showing him as number 12, not number 11. So Nicholas Mole, I believe, excuse me, was the one that got into him there. So this is the first race of every Thursday night. And, of course, what's coming up next? There it is. So Sunday night, we'll be back in the booth with Scott Shive in the Leadfoot Racing League. We're going to Kinley. If I can haul tail in time away from Caraway to make it. I'll be at Caraway Speedway on Sunday.
Yeah,
Racing starts at 2:30. Hopefully they finish at a decent time. We should be able to hopefully make it for you.
Yeah, that me and Scott Shive will be in the booth in that JE Challenger Series. And we're going to Cedar Lake, so great action for sure, Wesley.
By the way, I want to apologize to everybody. Last night we were not able to broadcast the race on the Daytona 250, and I think they found somebody else at the last minute to end up doing it for them. So we were going to actually try to reschedule and broadcast it after tonight's late model race, but obviously seeing that they done it with someone else, we don't, that's not going to happen now. So lights off on the pace car. We should be looking for a restart here. Single file, 7 of 125. We're back underway. Green flag.
Yeah, and Pat got a great launch right there, Wesley, and that's allowing him to pull away. But we look back here, there's a little beating and banging going on between Berlin and Xander Camper. And then we look further back, and there's some more action, Wesley.
Can we get the scoring ticker like a tower, Cody? I just don't like the one up on the top. Williams' car there trying to battle with the 2. I believe it's the 12 of Mole's car. As they work their way back around the corner. Everybody just kind of getting back in line in their single file, put another lap on the board. And this is the smart thing to do. Just right now, be patient, if you will. Emmett, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Wesley, but that is the smart thing to do. Save your stuff until it's time for, time to go later on in this race.
That's Pack right now in the top spot. Brill, Cansdale, Eversole, Woodham, top 5. That's a lot better way of knowing where they are with the ticker. We might change it up once in a while. As we again are underway here at Sobo. First race with this series is we got a caution. Oh, we got a big trouble, guys. As wow,
man.
Look at this. A big stack up on the front straightaway coming out of turn 4. Multiple cars are involved. Xander Camper, Nicholas Mole, Zach Burrick, Yogi Tischler, Adrian Featherston, Austin Pack, some other guys that are trying to avoid this one here now. And here's a look at a replay of the big one that just happened here, Emmett, coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, the big one just happened as Jared Berlin got into Mole, and then it just was on right there. It's just a big old traffic jam on the I-55 for sure.
110 laps to go, and a massive crash coming out of turn 4 just took out several good contenders here. Oh, wow.
Man. Yeah, that was a crazy wreck right there. I mean, I thought everybody was, just single file, but yeah, obviously not. Hate to see that happen to those guys, but I'm sure they'll get them fired back up and see if they can come back to the front.
Finally, the pace car is able to catch the field after the massive wreck off of turn 4 that took at least an extra 3 laps under caution to clean up. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy, bro. What a way to start off this race, Wesley.
No, you don't want to come out of the gate and have problems like this right at the start, for sure. By the way, big thanks to 4Wide Motorsports. If you'd like to know more about 4Wide Motorsports, check them out on Discord. For all elevated TV broadcast-related content, make sure to scan the QR code that just popped up on the screen and went from left to right, and join our official Discord for race information and access interviews and in-house productions. That is, again, Elevated TV. And if you'd like to become a part of iRacing, if you want all the latest news and updates from NASCAR, then sign up today. Hit that QR code, click on it. The official streaming partner of NASCAR is also iRacing. All right, lights off for the pace car. We'll try this one again here, Emmett.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to go double file now, which is actually kind of single. Kind of a weird way to jack up the field, but Austin Pack, he's on it for sure again, Wesley.
Back underway. 20 of 125 laps, so still 105 remaining. As racing rolls on here. South Boston Speedway. Such a fun, exciting racetrack.
Oh, Cansdale up into the wall. Oh, he's in the wall again.
Oh, no. All the while, Austin Pack continuing to lead the way here. Got the field figured out, taking advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely taking advantage of it, but Eversole looks like he's getting loose on corner exit. Ever so slightly.
Trying to look at an overshot view of the hood of Eversole's car. Any moment now we'll have it. There's the front nose of the car. There it is.
Oh.
Hey!
Hey!
Shout out to Elevated Television and my buddy Kirk and Lynette IPOC with Solid Rock Carriers on the cars. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what Cody had to do to get that sponsor on that hood. For sure.
Under 100 to go now. Hey, by the way, South Boston, 0.4 of a mile, 0.4 mile racetrack, 12 degrees of bank into the corners, 10 degrees on the straightaway. Straightaways are exactly 360 feet long, 45 feet width, or with 45 foot width for racing. Just a fun racetrack. I remember going to this place when I was a kid. South Boston Speedway, watching the action. And they're getting ready for a big season. I think it starts in a few more weeks with the King of the Modifieds. Right now, there's Brill. Brill and Eversole battling for second spot right now. Best racing we're watching on the racetrack, but as they go into 3.
Yeah, here they come into 3 and coming out of 3 into 4, out of 4, sorry, back to the start-finish line. And yeah, Eversole trying to get under Brill, and he's going to get alongside of him. Wesley, coming back to you.
And while that goes on, it's about a second and a half now for Austin Pack, who has pulled away from everybody.
Yeah, Pack just seems like he's got this track figured out and he's dialed in. We see the gap just increasing so much as our timing and scored looks like it's going haywire. But yeah, Austin Pack is just driving off for sure.
He's gone, man. Austin Pack is in another world.
Yeah.
Now, my question is this: is this the real modified racer, Austin Pack? Cody, do you know this? Is that Austin Pack, the modified guy from the Madhouse? Yep. You know, Brian Pack's son, Austin Pack. Have to find out.
He ran the modified league. But yeah, Wesley, actually, Austin Pack last week on the last lap had a shot at the win in the season finale. It got taken, and it was all chaos. Got taken out. Yeah, it was bad. TJ Spainhauer drove by and took home the win that night.
I'm doing my own research right now, trying to find out information on Austin Pack. If I remember correctly, this is a modified racer that's from Kernersville, North Carolina, just outside of Winston-Salem. And
oh wow!
I'll have to find out. We'll have to, if we get a caution, we'll bring him up in the box and ask him. But you know, obviously Austin Pack, building his own legacy as a driver. So
that'd be interesting for sure.
Right now, he is leading them here at South Boston. Austin Pack with about a half-second lead over Robert Eversole. David Brill. Laps are flying by quickly. We're already over 40 laps into this one here for the FWM Will and Modified Tour. This is, of course, the late model stocks here. Monday night was a modified program. Their season ended the other night.
Yeah, big congrats to Hunter Carlson on winning the inaugural FWM Wayland Modified Tour Championship. So big congrats to him. And I
guess we're just going to ride on board with the leader for the rest of the night. Austin Pack running away with it now as he now gets bypassed the 19 of Adrian Featherston. Puts him another lap down. So we got 2 laps down on Featherston's car. Wayne Cannon a lap down. He's the last car in the lead lap. If the caution was to come out at any time now, past around lap 50 or so, it would be Wayne Cannon to get the free pass. But right now, there you see Brill, the Chevrolet number 88, in third place. But he's still a second and a half behind the leader of Pack.
Yeah, and while this is going on, Wesley, I just wanted to say Eversole has caught up to Pack as they continue to put these laps down over time, and he might be able to challenge him for the lead.
Have to keep an eye on it. Pack, Eversole, Brill, Woodham, Cansdale, top 5. That's the way it stands as we're heading towards 50 laps in, 75 to go. Man, 125 laps doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean, it can fly by quickly here, Emmett.
Yeah, definitely, it can fly by quickly, and if we keep running these green flag laps, it'll definitely be over in the blink of an eye for sure. But it is crazy, Wesley. I've been watching Eversole as we're riding with him, and his line, he seems to be gaining just a little bit each and every lap on Pack. But is it going to be enough to make the pass? That is the question.
52 of 125 laps right now, under 75 to go.
And Burek, meanwhile, is going to move in front of Wayne Cannon. But that is not for position.
Beautiful looking race car. Got Jordan on the front of it, Pennzoil on the side, and Austin Pack has took everybody to the virtual woodshed right now. Couple of caution flags at the opening start of things, but since then it has been the 81 car, and even before the cautions came out, Emmett, it's been the 81 Pack dominating this thing here.
Yeah, as we look at Austin Pack about to put Yogi Schleer a lap down, so now Yogi Schleer moves into the lucky dog if we are able to get a caution. But yeah, Austin Pack, what a dominating performance for sure.
By the way, don't forget the next big marquee event on Elevated TV will be the annual Easter Bunny 150. That'll be coming up not this week, not next week, but in 2 weeks, I believe. The Easter Bunny 150 from Hickory. We're closing in on the halfway mark of this one here. As right now, in the debut of the FWM Willen Late Model Stock Car Tour, it's not Willen. Willen Engineering is not a part of Late Models, Cody. My goodness, man. Anyhow, in the debut of the FWM Late Model Stock Car Tour, there you go. That's much better. It's Austin Pack leading. Thank God. Eversole in second, Brill third. And there you see everybody just kind of riding and driving right now. It's like a practice session, if you will, Emmett.
Yeah, it's just like a practice session, definitely, Wesley. But Eversole, if he could just, now that Pack has gotten into lap traffic, Pack seems to be able to drive around these lap cars a lot better than Eversole is seeing these laps wind by. Oh, big bump.
There you see the 8 car. That's Tischler there. Tischler. By the way, some new names on the series, so we don't really know the pronunciations. I promise you we'll have them worked on by the next race. Anyhow, he's going to lap down. And there was only 9 cars on the lead lap now. Mole is the only car now of 9 cars on the lead lap, and he's in 9th position as Austin Pack is running away with it here.
Yeah, definitely running away with it, and it looks like he's about to put Molo lap down, but as we take a look at Brill having a little trouble with Yogi Schleer right here, you know, Brill's car just seems like he can't get around these lap cars like Eversole or Pack can, and that's what's causing him to drop this from the top 2 cars. Austin Pack, he's flirting with danger, keeping that car all the way on that apron, Wesley, for sure.
Pack on the inside of the racetrack. Eversole, Brill, and here we go again. Moving around lap traffic and continuing to build momentum on lap number 70 this time by. Second half of the race underway for the FWM Late Model Stock Tour here at Sobo. It is flown by. We are closing in on 50 remaining here.
Yeah, it's definitely flown by, Wesley, and I tell you, Eversole, I just don't know if he's going to be able to catch up to Pack for sure.
Austin Pack continuing to lead. There you see the 88 machine of Brill. Now we're back to the front runner. I mean, he is running away with it now. This race had a couple of cautions in the opening 15, 20 laps. But after that, it settled down, and it has been all sheer domination by the number 81 of Brian Pack as we're closing in on 50 laps remaining. Boy, this thing flew by fast, didn't it, Emmett? Wow.
Yes, it did. You know, we went green at 8 o'clock, and now it's less than, only been 30 minutes, and yeah, we're past halfway. Crazy.
Will Motorsports late model stock car tour will be in action next Thursday night. And I don't see a schedule. I'll have to look at that. No, there it is. Okay. But we missed the opening first couple of weeks, I guess. We missed USA and 5 Flags. So round 3 is tonight at Sobo. We're at North Wilkesboro next week. There you go.
That'll be an interesting race for sure.
Here's a look at the point standings after last week's race at 5 Flags and USA. And there it is. Austin Pack continuing his dominating ways over Nicholas Mole by 13 points. Some names on the ticker that are not even present tonight. Austin Pack, though, leading the way in the P1 spot on the track and in the points there, Emmett.
Yeah, he's definitely leading the track and the points, and he's about, I'm not going to jinx him, but, oh, man.
You did. And you did. The 29 and the 17, a little throwback to Kevin Harvick and Darrell Waltrip going around. That's G. Daniel Jones and Wayne Cannon. Because Jones was part of the caution, though he was a car lap down, he does not get a free pass. Look at this.
Man,
oh boy, wow. Robert Eversole, pity for your thoughts, Chief.
Yeah, definitely a penny for your thoughts, but yeah, looks like Cannon just got into dang on Monford Jones right there and sent him for a spin, but yeah, Eversole, I don't think he saw Cannon check up right there.
From another angle. Wow.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't think that Eversole meant to hit the 29 of Cannon. It happened so fast that when he got into the corner, he couldn't get on the binders to stop. So
yeah, that's exactly what it looked like. But I'll tell you, Wesley, what will be interesting is how that front nose on that 0-1, how it's looking after that hard contact.
And Emmett drivers are pitting, believe it or not, here at the late rally with, what is it? 82 laps now on the board when they come to the line. There's about 8 or 9 cars that are coming to pit road and getting service done here.
Yeah, and it could be it's probably tires, and I bet you it's also fuel, but our leaders, they stay out. Wow.
So next week, if you want to put the schedule back up again, please, as we're under the yellow flag. Cody Deemer is our producer. There it is. Next week, we're going to be at North Wilkesboro Speedway on the 13th. Then we're at Hickory Motor Speedway, Myrtle Beach. Fun short tracks across America that we're going to be at, man. That's going to be fun. Iowa Speedway for the championship at Iowa Speedway. Yeah.
Wow.
Bristol should be a good one, too.
Yeah. Yeah, this schedule, and then also that mini stock schedule, Wesley, if you like that mini stock schedule is going to make you drool when you see it. I mean, they go to Bristol. I mean, it all ends at Irwindale.
Irwindale going in real life, but not in iRacing.
Oh, man.
Whoa, trouble. Wow, for the restart, the 71. Jason Woodham up in the air, bicycles, and slams the outside wall on the restart. Another caution just as fast as we went back to green.
Yeah, definitely. We see. Yeah, it looked like Oh man, Woodham came up on the track and Cansdale didn't see him, and yeah, got into the left, right rear of him and caused the caution. But yeah, tough hit for Woodham. Glad to see he's okay. And keep
Another angle.
going.
It looked like the 3 got hooked with the 71 got in front of the 3, or the 33 actually. Watch this again. 71 pulls into the 33. The 33 never lifted and put him in the fence. So the 71 of Woodham's kind of at fault because he turned up in front of the 33's front bow of the car.
That's exactly right, Wesley. And, you know, you may say, people may be on there saying, yeah, but the 33 could have got up towards the wall and got out of the way. But he didn't have enough time, did he?
No. Didn't really have a lot of time at all. Don't forget to follow us at Elevated TV on the world of Facebook and on Discord.
Yeah, I tell you, Cody Deemers puts in that midnight oil, definitely doing that. Shout out to Cody for all he does for us.
He was in the dark last night, you know that, right?
Yeah, he messaged me and told me, and I was like, oh crap. Glad to see the power's back on, and probably sun shining today, not raining cats and dogs.
Oh my goodness, he fixed my name. It says Cody Deemers on production. I'm Wesley Outlet, and of course Emmett Crow alongside. Emmett was supposed to work a big race with me last week, and he fell under the weather. He was pushing a 200-lap modified race with me at New Smyrna at Speedway. That's the one you missed.
Yeah, and I hate him missing it, but I called our producer, and I told him, I said, I'll try. And he said, nope. He said, I'm not going to make you do it. It sounded like that. So glad I got to tune in and watch. You did a great job, as always. And I'll tell you, Wesley, I actually listened to your high school basketball calls, and they were spot on as well. So great job.
I appreciate that, man. Basketball is now done. It's on to baseball and softball, lacrosse, and soccer. So back underway. That's Austin Pack. It's in the lead. Yeah, they lost to Green Level in the third round on Tuesday in Cary. So we were supposed to hopefully beat them and go to New Hanover, take on the number 1 seed in the sectional finals, and then we would have been in the regionals and state. But unfortunately, it wasn't in the cards. We're back underway now. Austin Pack in the lead. Eversole. Brill, look at this battle now. Eversole and Brill now, second and third. Cansdale watching on. And we're closing in on lap 100 here.
Yeah, it's go time, and I think they're seeing that. But, yeah, look at Brill. He is right up on the back bumper of Eversole right here. If he can get around him, I don't know if anybody can catch that 81, but he might challenge him.
He might try to go for it.
Yeah, he tried it. As the camera shifted over to Adrian Featherston trying to make the pass.
Oh, wow. Look at this battle, though, for second, man. It is heated. Look at watching on Car at Cansdale. He did not get sent to the rear after what happened between him and the car on the restart of Woodham, and Woodham has actually put himself right there in it. Wow, bump and run up the hill. Eversole, Brill to the inside for second.
Yeah, Brill just gave him the old boot scoop boogie and moved him out of the way, but look at Cansdale take advantage and moved him to the number 3 hole, Wesley.
I love it where you can say it was me, but it wasn't me, but it was you. I'm going to fight it. Run straight away, and there's the battle now for second, third, fourth as Brill, Cansdale, and Eversole have now worked their way up in new spots. And we are closing in on 25 laps to go. This race went by quickly, my friend. And what a job it's been by these guys at the FWM Late Model Store.
Yeah, it's been a great debut for these. Well, their third race, but the debut. Oh, girl.
Trouble, the 6.
Oh, Eversole.
A little shot there into Eversole, and he goes around. That's Xander Camper into Robert Eversole, and the caution is out again.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's one of the Elevated TV sponsored cars. Watch this. Oh, wow. To the left rear.
Golly.
I mean, is Xander Camper, he's already a lap down, right? Is he going to step up and say, that's me? What did you say it's called, Cody? What did you say it's called? It's the tap out. Yeah, I tapped it.
Yeah. Wow, what a great shot.
Oh.
Our camera workers.
Is he going to say, okay, you got me, I tapped it. I am responsible here. Because he got to the left rear of Eversole and never, yeah.
Wow. But I was going to ask you, Wesley, isn't this where the Burtons, isn't this where they cut their teeth?
Yeah. I mean, Jeff Burton and Ward Burton,
right.
They ran at South Boston. South Boston Speedway was very big in their late model career when they started. Also, Jeff Burton won a championship at Caraway Speedway. A lot of people didn't know that. He ran late models, or actually was a mini stock champion also at Caraway. Jeff Burton ran here and ran it all around. Orange County Speedway was another popular track that the Burton family raced at. Another name that a lot of people didn't know, but Scott Riggs. Scott Riggs was very big at running at Sobo in Orange County and Southern National and places like that as well. So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And there it is, the Easter Bunny 150. It is the twin 150s. 150 laps on a one night. Guess what? We'll re-rack them, restack them, and do it again on another night. What used to be the original Easter Bunny 150, and the only reason I know is I was one of the announcers of it with Alan Dietz and some other people, was it used to be a 250-lap super late model race on a Saturday, Easter weekend at Hickory. Then they've moved it, since Passes came in, the Pro All-Star Series, to two 150 lappers. They run one on a Friday night, Emmett, and they run another one on a Saturday afternoon.
Wow. Talk about different track conditions for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And we are about ready to settle this one out here. 107 of 125 laps. Emmett, if you don't mind, buddy, I need you to handle the interviews for post, you and Cody, because I have an important phone call I have to make as soon as we finish up, man. I need to find out about stuff for this weekend. We're back to green. 18 to go here at South Boston.
Yeah, back to green, and man, oh, is that car around?
No. Yes. Woodham's around, but he gets going. We stay green. We stay green. No caution.
Yeah, and Austin Pack continued to dominate, but Brill is right there, but he's got a mirror full of the 33 of Cansdale, Wesley.
What a job by Austin Pack, man. I want you to ask him the question, is he the modified guy from Bowman Gray Stadium?
All right, I will.
Please remember at least asking him that question for me.
I definitely
Because I seriously think it is. I really do. It's just coincidence he's got a name that, is that driver, but I really think it's him from Kernersville.
Well, iRacing, if there is somebody with that name, you have to put a 2 or a 1 in front behind it or something, so it could be.
Oh, is that true? You have to do that? What does that solidify if you're a real driver or something?
I believe if you have the same name as somebody. Don't quote me on it, but I think I've heard that before.
I got you.
I don't want iRacing coming back at me.
If a lot of people don't know the story about Austin Pack, obviously Austin had to step up and drive in the modified after his dad, Brian Pack, had passed away. Man, this was back in the Man, this was a long time ago. This is back in about 10, 12 years ago, something like that.
Mm.
And he was young. He was just a senior in high school or junior in high school, and Austin Pack took the driving duties. And, you know, if you talk about the Pack name, you think of Austin Pack, you think of Brian Pack, his dad, and you think of Gene Pack. In his family were very popular in the world of modified. So we're going to find out if that's the guy in the 81. Right now, Brill and Cansdale are trying to pull an upset on the Pack machine. We're 10 to go, now 9 to go here at Sobo.
Yeah, definitely. I've been watching Brill, and he is catching him. Oh, Pack is getting way loose. I think...
Remember, Pack hasn't pitted. Remember that,
Yeah.
Emmett.
But I think Brill and Cansdale didn't pit also, Wesley, so that is very questionable for sure. But yeah,
Brill and Cansdale pitted at lap 99 of the race, but they pitted on lap 81 and 80. They pitted at lap 81 and 80, so they've got more fresher tires than the 81 and Pack.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's definitely what it is then. And yeah, look at Brill. He is right up on the back bumper.
There it is. Battle for first. And there you see the last time those guys pitted. Lap 81, lap 80, Brill and Cansdale. Austin Pack has not pitted. So those tires have got to be just absolutely slippery. As there goes Brill with a shot to the inside. Can't get him there. 5 to go now.
Yeah, 5 laps to go. And Brill, I think he may have one more shot at it, but I tell you, Cansdale is just causing him to use all of his stuff. And now we got a caution.
And we've got a caution. This changes everything. Robert Eversole has crashed. There's the 0-1, what might have been for Eversole. He was one of the top contenders earlier in the race, and now he puts out another caution. Oh, I wonder if it might be payback.
I don't know about that. I think the Z, is that the 5?
No, that's the 6. The Xander Camper. Remember, they done the bump and run earlier to each other. Remember?
Right. No, it was the 1. I think the 1 got into the 0-1. Just no. Well,
no, buddy. Well, you watch your screen. There you look.
right. I just saw it. But that one view, it looked like he was on.
Trying to be in denial, and I understand that. But call a spade, brother.
No, for sure. For sure. Man.
Oh my goodness. Nonetheless, we're under another caution. Cody, are there sponsors for the FWM tour? Do we have sponsors? Are they not right now? Yeah, thank you to City 86 for the starting lineup, and my company, the Community Radio Network, will show the 1 to go indication. By the way, we will air this race probably later on tonight on the radio. Didn't have everything set up ready to go for tonight, so apologies on that.
I won't talk about hockey to get these guys riled.
I love hockey. We love hockey, don't we?
I know, but I was talking about before the lead foot.
Ready to settle it here is again the 81 leading the way. Austin Pack. Jordan 81 on that car. Ready to go to the finish. We have passed the scheduled distance. We will move into overtime. How many attempts do they get for overtime, Cody? Unlimited attempts at overtime. Oh, boy. We're going to be here till the sun comes up. Austin Pack and David Brill on the front row. Unlimited attempts at overtime for the FWM Late Model Tour on Elevated TV for the first time ever. Ready to decide round 3 here in Sobo. Back to green after the 6th caution of the race.
Yeah, and Pack just anticipated that move from Brill and shut him down. But Brill, those fresher tires, here they come, Wesley. Take them home.
White flag in the air. CRN 1 to go. It is official. Final lap of the race. It is Pack in the lead. Brill and Cansdale fight amongst themselves for second. Austin Pack comes out of turn 4. He wins the Sobo 125 for the 4-Wide Racing Motorsports program here tonight.
Wow.
Austin Pack holding off David Brill.
Oh, man.
Austin Cansdale. So it's Austin, David, Austin as your top 3. Nicholas Mole and Zach Burke, your top 5. That's the way they are when it is all said and done. Wow. That was fun. Time of race almost 42 minutes. 42 minutes at the checkered flag with a checkered flag fail. There it is. And, well, one attempt at overtime. That's all we had, just one attempt. So I'm happy. Proud of you guys. Austin Pack picking up the win. Is he the modified guy from Bowman Gray Stadium? Find out next with Emmett Crow if it's official. David Brill, Austin Cansdale, Nicholas Mole, Yogi Tisler, followed by Jason Woodham, the top 6 with the checker flag fail there, Emmett.
Yeah, and then Zach Burrick comes home 7th, Xander Camper 8th, 9th, Robert Eversole, tough break for him, Adrian Featherston 10th, Wayne Cannon 11th, Daniel Jones in 12th, Jared Berlin in 13th, rounds out the field.
So listen, Austin Pack and all the top 3 podium drivers will be awaiting Rooster and Emmett. That's Cody Deemers and Emmett Crow. I'm Wesley Outland. I got to handle some race-related phone calls. But, guys, stay with us. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Emmett will grab a word with the winner. Austin Pack, the points leader, holds on to another win here tonight at Sobo. You've been tuned in to coverage of the 4-Wide Motorsports Late Model Stock Tour tonight at South Boston, exclusively iRacing on Elevated TV. Quick break, and we grab the podium next. Good evening.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Here live in Victory Lane with your winner, Mr. Austin Pack. And Austin, my colleague wants to know, are you the modified driver from Winston-Salem?
I am.
He is. All right. So, Wesley, the mystery has been solved. We didn't even need Scooby-Doo and those meddling kids. But congrats, man. What does this do for your points now and just builds on the momentum as you go further on in the season?
It should build a lot. I come in to week 3 leading by 13, and then to get the pole, lead every lap. I know I didn't have the fastest lap, but it should be a huge momentum. Just keep carrying through the season. Win number 2 out of 3. So we'll just keep digging on Thursdays.
That sounds good. You know, what a way to bounce back. You were so close to winning that finale at in the modifieds for FWM and had that late race wreck, and now you turn around and win this race. Is there anyone you'd like to thank out there?
Yeah, like I said, just thank Wayne for putting this on. Thank my wife for letting me have the time in the evenings to do this. That's pretty much it. You know, I enjoy it. It's just a little hobby. When you get on here, you don't really think about anything. You can just sit back and relax.
Well, that's awesome, man, and good luck the rest of the season. We'll be watching.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this week of the FWM late model. Make sure you tune in next Thursday as we head to as we head to North Wilkesboro. Unfortunately, though, I'm going to have to miss that because that's actually my wedding anniversary. So, so yeah. So look,
He's just telling you,
we'll
ladies and
have-
gentlemen, that he's gonna be in the doghouse if he does this broadcast.
yeah, definitely going to be in the doghouse. But yeah, we look at what's coming up next. We got the Leadfoot Racing League resumes Sunday, and that'll be at Where's it at? Okay, and I'm going to throw it back to Cody to let you know more.
Yeah, and usually we have 4 or 5 races a week, Emmett, and this coming week's going to be kind of short. We got the Leadfoot Racing League at Southern National on Sunday, and then we got Monday. We're off because 4 Wide Motorsports is getting ready for their new season with the mini stocks that following week, so we'll be off this coming Monday for the 4 Wide Motorsports mini stock tour, and then Tuesday we run into the JE Challenger Series at Cedar Lake. Emmett and Scott Shives and myself. I'll be producing. Scott Shives and Emmett will be behind in the booth, announcing, calling you all the action here at 8 o'clock on live on Elevated TV. So, yeah, it's a short week. We don't have anything else planned that week, and I know Saturday night I'll be at the racetrack, hopefully practicing my real race car. So, hopefully we'll be down there and getting that thing ready to grow for the 28th, Emmett. And Emmett, I got to ask you, final thoughts on tonight's race.
Pure domination. I mean, pure domination. Of course, I thought the tires were going to come in a factor, but Austin Pack, great wheelman, was able to keep and hold that lead from David Brill and Austin Cansdale. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Pure domination.
Yeah, and sitting back behind the scenes, watching all the action, and we have had a mess from no power last night to overlays not wanting to work today, and then I think we went through 3 different overlays, 3 sets of overlays. We started with the first one. Wesley didn't like that one, so he switched to the left side ones, and then they ended up overlays ended up crashing. So we went to the old trusty SDK overlays, and we ended up finishing the race with that. So I always want to apologize for when things happen like that, but we try to make the best so you guys still get a show and see everything. And we didn't go to too many commercial breaks tonight, and kind of put you on the edge of your seat for a whole 125 lap race. And again, we thank Wayne Cannon for putting all this on and allowing Elevated TV to come in here and do this. And Emmett, we appreciate you coming in here and doing this with us on Thursday night.
Yeah, it's tough to get a flight up there, but sometimes you gotta put gas in the jet. But yeah, thanks Cody for having me, and always a pleasure to work with you and Wesley, and I can't wait to be back next week.
And you know what we didn't do tonight? We didn't have a yes sir moment of the race.
There was no yes. There wasn't time.
There was no yes sir moment of the race, man. It was. I think it was more, a green flag run. I mean, there was not a lot of action. It was. I would have to say this right here would probably be the yes sir moment of the race. This is what we're gonna call the yes sir moment of the race right here. The incident between Robert Eversole and Xander Camper.
Yeah, Robert.
I don't feel like it was retaliation, but I feel like Robert Eversole was, hey, I didn't like that move earlier. Here's my bump back to you, and he kind of just hurt himself. So I'm going to give that the yes sir moment of the race. What do you think?
I think that's well deserved, but yeah. And taking a look at that, that's one of those things. I think back to the old NASCAR games when you try to get into somebody and you'd end up spinning yourself out. And
oh yeah, for sure. I've done that many times. So
for sure.
But yeah, if you want to keep up with all the latest and greatest action here on Elevated TV, for more information, make sure you scan that QR code, and you never know, yourself or might be getting interviewed by the Wesley Outland or Emmett Crow or even Scott Shives. Scott Shives, the lead producer for the Monday night and Sunday night and Tuesday night, or actually he's the color for Tuesday and the lead for Monday and Tuesday. So we love having Scott Shives over here on the booth. But that's going to do it here at Elevated TV for myself as the producer, and I guess you could call me somewhat of the announcer. For Wesley Outland and Emmett Crow, we will see you next Thursday night as they roll into Wilkesboro Speedway. Remember, Emmett Crow will not be here. Have a good night, everybody. You ready, Emmett? Ready to see the ending?